off the boat with a blistered hand, name stitched rough on a canvas bag. Cold in his nails, cork in his tongue, eyes on the chimney, scratching the sky. Room up 3 flights over Myrtle and 3rd, wallpaper peeling like bark from a birch. Paid by the day at the engine house, polishing brass till the floorboards burn. Raise a glass for the Irish fireman, boots by the door and his faith in his fist, running where the red smoke gathers, heart like a bell in the Brooklyn mist. If the rafters fall, if the alleys flare, he'll curse, then run, then climb again. Say a prayer in the heat and the hammering rain for the Irish fireman. He learned every block by the sound of its sleep. Church bells, push carts, the bark of a dog. Kids playing stickball on Union and Dean, ash in their hair, chalk on the cobblestone. Weary upstairs, so it seems till dawn. Laughed at his boots by her kitchen chair, left him a candle and a chip blue cup, so he'd seen a lot when the stairs ran bare. Raise a glass for the Irish fireman, boots by the door and his faith in his fist, running where the red smoke gathers, heart like a bell in the Brooklyn mist. If the rafters fall, if the alleys clear, he'll curse, then run, then climb again. Say a prayer in the heat and the hammering rain for the Irish firemen. January wind through Atlantic yards, spark from a stove in a tenement wall, shouts in 3 tongues on a single stair, babies wrapped tight in their Sunday shawls. He took that ladder like it owed him rent, hands ripped raw on the frozen rungs, cooked black bread on the 4th floor sill, and passed out kids down a chain of arms. They found his cap in the cinders and glass, badge bent flat where the beam came down. Maria lit candles on Union Street, wax running white in a crooked crown. His brother in Cork never saw his grave, just one thin letter that crossed the sea, said he died with a curse and a borrowed rosary, and a child in his coat where his heart should be. So raise a glass for the Irish fireman, boots by the door and his faith in his fist, running where the red smoke gathers, heart like a bell in the Brooklyn mist. If the rafters fall, if the alleys flare, he'll curse, then run, then climb again. Say a prayer in the heat and the hammering rain for the Irish firemen. Last light faded on the East River tide, name carved small in a hillside stone. Brooklyn breeds and every siren that cries carries a ghost on its broken tongue. cobblestones, keeping time with a beat. Tin whistle screaming like the wind off the bay. We've been working all week, now we're raising hell today. Tankers crash and the tables shake, laughing loud till the floorboards break. If you're looking for trouble, you've come to the right. We'll be singing till the moon break chains, but you can't break a spirit wild and free. Through the smoke and broken glass, we'll be legends when we pass, carved in oak and memory. Way! Raise a black flag high, let the whole damn tavern cry. Stamp your feet and drink it dry. We won't go down without a fight. Raise a black flag high, shout it to the stormy sky. Brother, sister, side by side, we're roaring through the night. Raise it, black flag high. Raise it, touch the sky. One more round before we die. We're roaring through the night. Black flag high. Through the night. Salt on our tongues, knuckles split and sore. Rope burns ring our wrists like unpaid favors. He counts his coins in the lantern glow, while we stack crates higher than the lies he told. Raise that rope till the masthead creaks. Pass that rum through the busted teeth. We gave our backs, he took our weak salt on the tide. And a harbor master bleeding in his sleep. Cheap rum heat in a chipped red cup. We whisper names of the ones locked up. Rust bit chains on the tide wet stones. His guards play cards with their boots half full. Raise that rope till the masthead creaks. Pass that rum through the busted teeth. We gave our backs, he took our weak salt on the tide. And a harbor master bleeding in his sleep. But we don't bow. He thinks we're bent, thinks we're bought, broke then. But rope can pull or pull him in. Salt eats iron, salt eats kings. One sharp whistle, and the whole dock swings. Raise that rope till the masthead creaks. Pass that rum through the busted teeth. We gave our backs, we'll take our keep. Salt on the tide, and a harbor master dragged into the deep. We sing a chord, but we freeze on Western Ave. The sidewalk small February joke, yet we still drink like it's our last. Slouch up to the con, slouch up to the crooks, slouch up to the night shift crowd. Hey, if you got a heart and a halfway to this, that'll teach you to sing it loud. Raise your glass in Chicago, where the river runs shamrock green. From Bridgeport over to Belmont, we're a long way from Skibbereen. But the stories grow taller than Willis, and the truth gets poured on ice. In Chicago, my Irish halo slips crooked by closing time. One more! Chicago, to the lost and the halfway found. From the lads who never made it home, to the gals who still hold this ground. May your cab ride blur on Lakeshore, may your hangover feel divine. In Chicago, we're Irish anyways, at least till the closing time. Stories in ashes, tore down our fathers' names. Said kneel and be good little children, or choke on your own old shame. But there's maps in the calloused hands, are the ones they tried to tame. And an oath in the cracks of my accent, that they'll never twist again. I've got greed in my blood, boy, red in the clay, white on the shroud they tucked away. You can chain my arms, you can burn my book, but you'll never take that rebel look. They measured our talking permits, put prices on every prayer, told man to forget her mother tongue and smile like she didn't care. But her lullabies carried passwords, her rosary counted plans. Keep quiet, she said, till the right night, and she slipped me the flag in her hand. I've got greed in my blood, boy, red in the clay, white on the shroud they tucked away. You can chain my arms, you can burn my book, but you'll never take that rebel look. That rebel look. That rebel look. That rebel look. So raise one for the names they buried, whose graves don't face the sun. Raise two for the friends went marching and never came back home. If I fall on the stony roadside, lay me where I belong, in a field where the kids kick footballs and they hum this stubborn song. Hey, bleed in my blood, boy, red in the clay, white on the shroud they tucked away. You can chain my arms, you can burn my book, but you'll never take that rebel look. With my boots still on my feet, there's a traffic cone beside the bed and gravy on my sleeve. Tom says I proposed to Sue with a pork pie and a grill. as tough as nails, to barmaids counting copper coins and saints who sleep in jails. We've got nothing in our pockets but a song we can't contain, and that's worth more than promises or a tiny sober whiskey for breakfast, stout for tea. If you're buying around, don't forget me. We'll sing so loud the windows shake till the morning starts to break. Whiskey for breakfast, razor right to every wine we can't deny. If we fall flat on our backs tonight, at least we'll file in style. One more round. Don't back down. Through the bogs of sweet Ballyfin, with an ear for a blade of revenge. By God, it's a blood all your sins when you feel the dagger go in. How many bodies could be lying in a ditch? How many murders you think you could commit? How many men could be in danger? There's a menace coming your way. 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 A beast in the fields of his past, a knife for the thief and his rats. He died for the people he has. He's a fiend, a savior of man. How many bodies could be lying in a ditch? How many murders you think you could commit? How many men could be in danger? There's a menace coming your way. 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 Boss man laughing in his leather chair, counting up the hours that we gave him there. Says tighten up your belt, times are rough, while he polishes the gold on his coffee cup. We don't bend, we don't break. You can take a pain, but not our faith. We got one voice, 1,000 names. You can own the walls, but not our flames. We don't bend, we can own the walls, but not our flames. We don't beg, we don't break. Every cut you make, we raise the stakes. You can buy the laws, you can set the rules, but we are me, and you are few. And you are few. Lost at sea with the devil and me, where the sun won't rise to my cold, dead eyes. Drinking a rum in the bottom of the brig, having a laugh at me. Till the day that I walk the plank, till the day that I walk the plank, till the day that I walk the plank, till the day that I walk the plank. Cast away where the sirens play with their songs in the dark, ripping out my heart. Buried in the young while the captain sings, he's having a laugh at me. He's having a laugh at me. Till the day that I walk the plank, till the day that I walk the plank, till the day that I walk the plank, till the day that I walk the plank. Till the day that I walk the plank, till the day that I walk the plank, till the day that I walk the plank, till the day that I walk the plank. In the year of 1607, beneath the harvest moon, they gathered by Lough Swilly's shore and knew they'd leave too soon. O'Neill stood silent, O'Donnell pale, with chiefs beside them sworn. The old Gaelic world was fading fast, like mist before the morn. Oh, the night the Earl set sail, under stars so cold and frail, from Donegal to foreign lands, they rode the western gale. No pipes were played, no banners flown, no trumpet gave them hail, just Ireland's weeping on the shore, the night the Earl set sail. The 9 Years' War had scarred the land, Kinsale had sealed the fate. English law and planters' hand now stood at Ulster's gate. Castles dark and clans undone, old titles stripped away. The chiefs who once ruled Uilleann Glen were ghosts before the day. Oh, the night the Earl set sail, under stars so cold and frail, from Donegal to foreign lands, they rode the western gale. No pipes were played, parade and crown, to roam for mercy's hand, but never more would they return to rule their native land. And with them went the ancient ways, the poets and the lore, the harper songs of battle pride were heard in air no more. Oh, the night the Earl set sail, under stars so cold and frail, from Donegal to foreign lands, they rode the western gale. Yet in the hearts of Irish sons, their memory will not fail, for nation changed forevermore the night the Earl set sail. From being held too tight, taxed to Shannon, though we've lived half our lives in this light. Ma kept the kettle like a relic on the stove, to hung a map of Ireland in a kitchen we don't own. Green door on Dorchester Ave, paint chipped, mail slot jammed, but it's ours, it's ours, it's ours. Mine senator remembers you, but you don't answer, you don't reply. I'll keep your place at the window seat till the wild geese learn to fly. I go walking through the quiet field, asking the earth for a reason why. Your father swore he heard you laughing down by the wall where the nettles grow. I'd bring your coat on the cold days, talk to the wind like it ought to know. So I go walking through the quiet field, calling your name to the crooked sky. Every stonehanger remembers you, but you don't answer, you don't reply. I'll keep your place at the window seat till the wild geese learn to fly. I go walking through the quiet field, asking the earth for a reason why. Hill, if there's a door in the dark somewhere, leave me a sign in the hawthorn, one small bloom in the bramble there. Still I go walking through the quiet field, calling your name to the crooked sky. Every stone I turn remembers you, but you don't answer, you don't reply. I'll keep your song in an empty room till my own soft footsteps die. I'll go walking through the quiet field, learning slowly how to say goodbye. We're staying. Cousins Yuvon caught the bouquet, then caught a tear from the Cayley line melee. Saw midgets yelled mosh pit during their first dance. Groom lost the show. Then his phone, then his balance. Best man speech derailed. Met him on Tinder. Sorry, that's his sister. Projector froze on an X in Ibiza. Like Mother S from a gal that was there. Cousin started river dancing on the table. Centerpiece on fire, but the Wi-Fi stable. Oh, this wedding's wrecked, but sure we're staying. Toast the mess, we're all obeying. Raise your glass if your life's decaying. It's a beautiful shambles, we're staying. Here's to love, here's to bad decisions. Crooked cake and blurred out visions. The roof falls in, we'll just keep swaying. This disastrous Irish wedding. We're staying. Priest at the bar doing shots with the DJ. Flower girl dealing out cake like sweepstakes. And lost power, but the crowd kept roaring. Sang the wrong first name, but the bride kept pouring. Ring bearish noise. staying. Hey, spill stout to address who's out. Hey, wrong groom, wrong tune, still shout. Hey, if it's cursed, we'll curse it louder. Wet confetti, holy shower. All together now. Floors vibrating. We're staying. We're staying. We're staying. We're staying. All together now. Hearts misbehaving. Just kisses, just Irish wedding. We're staying. We're staying. We're staying. We're staying. We're staying. We're staying.
It was July beneath the burning sky, 1790's dawn. Two kings stood by the river Boyne and swore that one would be gone. William crossed with Dutch brigades, his banners bright in flame, while James looked on from the southern bank with Ireland in his claim. Oh, the cannons roared by the river Boyne, and the smoke rolled through the vale. Steel met steel in the morning light, and many brave men fell. From Drogheda to Old Bridgefield, the tide of fate was drawn, and history turned on Irish soil on the banks of the Boyne. The cavalry charged through powder and flame, through mud and rising cries. The river ran with red that day beneath the summer skies. Frenchmen fought on jagged lines while roaring drums beat loud, and farmers' sons from distant lands were wrapped in battle's shroud. Oh, the cannons roared by the river Boyne, and the smoke rolled through the vale. Steel met steel in the morning light, and many brave men fell. From Drogheda to Old Bridgefield, the tide of fate was drawn, and history turned on Irish soil on the banks of the Boyne. By evening light the king had fled southward toward the sea, and William stood where James once swore his crown in victory. Yet long beyond that summer's day, the echoes carried on, in songs and flags and memory, still marching with the dawn. Oh, the cannons roared by the river Boyne, and the smoke rolled through the vale. Steel met steel in the morning light, and many brave men fell. From Drogheda to Old Bridgefield, the tide of fate was drawn, and history lives in every voice that sings of the Boyne. On the banks of the Boyne, on the banks of the Boyne. We sighted her off the starboard side, fat with sugar and gin. White sails clean as a bishop's lie, and gold stacked to the brim. Captain grinned through a broken tooth, spat rum into the sea. Said, boys, that ship ship's our supper bell, and tonight we eat for free. No quarter at dawn, no quarter, no mercy shown. We take what floats and burn what won't, and claim it as our own. Raise the black and load the guns, let the powder roar and yawn. By the time the sun crawls up, the wish they'd never been born. From a trembling hand and a silver-threaded cloak. No quarter at dawn, no mercy shown. We drink from crystal stolen cups, then dash them on the stone. Raise the black and curse the crown, let the navy come and mourn. If the gallows waits in Kingston Port, we'll swing without a yawn. Decides to take me, or a blade slips through my side, bury me with boots and bottle, let the tide decide. No quarter at dawn, no cuddle, no mercy shown. From Tortuga down to Bristol, they curse the flag we've flown. Raise the black and fire again till the sky is split and torn. If we sink beneath the legends by the morn. Not dawn, not trouble. At In 1845 the blight came creeping slow, a silent curse on blackened fields where only hunger grows. The landlord's men rode through the gate with papers sealed and signed, while children cried in empty rooms and left their homes behind. Oh, the fields lay bare in the cold grey rain, and the ships lay dark at the quay. Coffin ships on the black Atlantic, sailing sorrow to the sea. With a prayer on lips and a rosary tight, and a homeland fading from sight, they carried Ireland in their hearts through the endless night. The soup line stretched for city blocks, then faces turned to stone. Workhouse walls and fevered calls and graves with nameless bones. From Cork to Galway's broken shore they gathered what remained, a mother's shawl, a father's coats, and boarded grief and pain. Oh, the fields lay bare in the cold grey rain, and the ships lay dark at the quay. Coffin ships on the black Atlantic, sailing sorrow to the sea. With a prayer on lips and a rosary tight, and a homeland fading from sight, they carried Ireland in their hearts through the Boston's crowded docks, some to Quebec's cold stone. Some were buried at Grosse Hill, far from the fields they'd known. But seeds were sown in foreign lands and cities harsh and wide, and every child of exile blood still feels the turning tide. Oh, the fields lay bare in the cold grey rain, but the spirit would not flee. From coffin ships on the black Atlantic rose a fierce identity. Through famine, fire, and ocean wine, through loss and bitter years, Ireland lived in whispered songs, and in her children's tears they carried Ireland in their hearts through the endless night. On the barroom floor, names carved into the door. Old wounds fresh on our minds, we were born with stubborn spines. Standing to green, my brother, hold that line, don't run. We hit like a West Coast thunder, drink deep of the rising sun. Blood on our lips from laughing, smoke in our lungs we sing. You can't break a heart made of granite, you can't break the boys of the green. Scars like a family crest, bruised ribs, torn Sunday vest. Lambs pray, we just grin wide, kiss the stone, then swing with pride. Stand in the green, my brother, hey, hold that line, don't run. We hit like a West Coast thunder, drink deep of the rising sun. Blood on our lips from laughing, smoke in our lungs we sing. You can't break a heart made of granite, you can't break the boys of the green. Grab your friends, squeezing close, the night begins. Green on your hat, foam on your chin, we're all poor saints trying to win. Raise your glass on Paddy's Day, sing it loud, don't fade away. To good luck, love, and better pay. Raise your glass
in the small front room. Nan's best cups and the good perfume. Uncle Nick's early and already loud, says move that table, make space for a crowd. We're back in the kitchen again. Someone start that old song, amen. Raise your glass to the ones not here. We'll laugh their stories into the air. Shoulder to shoulder we squeeze right in, spilling our tea and our tonic and gin. If love has a county, if love has a clan, it's right here. Back in the kitchen again. On the stairs in a heap, Granddad snoring in his Sunday seat. Mom shouts dinner, but we're mid-joke. Dog carves ham while the gravy smoke. We're back in the kitchen again. Someone start that old song, amen. Raise your glass to the ones not here. We'll laugh their stories into the air. Shoulder to shoulder we squeeze right in, spilling our tea and our tonic and gin. If love has a county, if love has a clan, it's right here. Back in the kitchen again. All of our rules, all of our fights, fade in the flicker of fairy lights. Sing it too loud, sure, we always do this. Mad little tribe and I'm part of it too. The match is already lit. Rain on Patrick Street, but she won't quit. Boots kicked, muddy laughter, sharp as glass. Red hair flying, leaving sparks as she walks past. She says life's too short for quiet, tips her glass and starts a riot. Every dance she's gonna take it, every rule she loves to break it. She's a wildfire from court, can't hold her back, leaves a trail of heat on every track. Hard like a drum in a rebel march, soft sweet smile but her will is harsh. So wildfire from court, you feel that burn. Try to tame her once and you'll learn. You don't fight flames like hers, you just let that wildfire burn. She'll kiss you once outside the GPO, then vanish in the crowd like street side smoke. Knows every barman by first name and joke. Still sends her mama a text before she's home. She'll dance on tables and quote old prayers, rosary beads and neon flares. Holy water on her dresser, devil's grin when you undress her. She's a wildfire from Cork, can't hold her back, leaves a trail of heat on every let me run. I was born chasing the sun. Smoke on her clothes, salt on her skin. If you follow her, you may not come back again. She's a wild